Well, welcome everyone. This is Tracee Randall, co-founder of Atlanta Business Spotlight. And today in the spotlight is Cindy Geddes, founder of Brodie Geddes Global. Welcome to In the Spotlight today, Cindy.
Thank you, Tracee. I'm glad to be here to share with your audience this technology that is like no other in the world.
Absolutely. And I'm excited today about interviewing you and learning more about you and your vision for your company, your business. I followed you on social media and know all about your commitment to wellness, Cindy, your mission to bring drug-free products and technologies that are proven and tested to families around the world. And today, we're going to be talking about a really cool and different product and technology. It's called Voxx Life Socks and Insoles. And I know that you're extremely passionate about that, Cindy.
I am, Tracee. For someone to be able to do something as easy as change their socks or adding insoles to their shoes can change their life.
Absolutely. I've seen it happen. And as we get more into the interview, we'll find out how that can happen. You know, the science and technology behind this product is mind-boggling, but so are the testimonies, Cindy. So tell me, as we get started in today's interview, just to pique the interest of those listeners who are watching live and or by recording, who are the people who would most benefit from wearing these socks and or insoles?
Well, I would tell you that anybody that is have joint pain or neurological, neuropathy, anybody that has diabetes, just there's no joint pain, leg pain, back pain, standing on their feet for long periods of time. Anybody with 2 feet and half can benefit.
I love that, Cindy. You're right. But, you know, specifically, you mentioned several things that captured my interest, because everyone out there knows people that have feet pain. You've got plantar fasciitis and the neuropathy you talked about. That's numbness in the feet, but also extreme pain that's so difficult to do anything about. So what about, I guess, people who stand a lot, waiters and waitresses, and I know the other day you talked to a security officer who was on his feet and interested him in the socks.
Yes, people with poor balance, diabetics, multiple sclerosis. That's the whole reason why this was designed. Pain from varicose veins.
Let's find out how. I know that you've done demonstrations at events where people will be wearing both insoles, or really just standing on both insoles, and they're really strong, they're well balanced. And then when you remove one of the insoles, you can easily knock them over. They lose their balance very quickly. Tell us more about how and why that happens.
That's a great question, Tracee. I test people for lateral stability and their dynamic stability. So let me take a moment to explain that.
Okay.
Because we have neuro points on the bottom of our feet, this is a design that affects that and gives people less pain, more balance. And I will actually put them, the lateral stability is our balance from side to side. We use our lateral stability for everything, like going to bed, getting into the shower, getting in and out of our car, working, cooking, everything. That movement of control is lateral stability, and we think that we're in perfect balance until it's challenged. I will, and then there's a dynamic stability test, and that's our neurological function that controls how we walk, run, moving forward. And as we get older, that diminishes too. That is why we will trip and fall. And I test people without the technology on, and they'll tip over. And then we see how vulnerable they are. And then I test them with the technology on, and they see just how simple this technology has strengthened them.
That is so powerful, and I haven't been able to be at one of your live demonstrations just yet, but I have heard the testimonies, and it is exciting to watch. And you said a couple of things in there that I want to make sure the listeners really hear. You said that, sometimes people think that they're all in balance and everything's going well, and a lot of times it's because they're just used to being that way, right? They don't know what real balance might feel like, or real true health might feel like. I know I've seen that many times when people say they are full of energy until they really get on a product that gives them more energy, and then they're like, whoa. So that's really exciting to know. So really, of course, all of these things do diminish as we get older, but really it sounds to me like everyone can benefit from the insoles and or the socks.
Yes, ma'am, they sure can. There is what we call a proprietary technology, and this is really great for like athletes, the aging community. And when I say, people in the aging community, that's the first thing, one of the first things that go is the balance, and that's why they'll fall and end up in the hospital with a broken hip. And once
that happens, I know where you're going with that. Once a senior citizen falls, we all know that their health declines rapidly from there. And, anytime that they have to go into the hospital for anything, their immune system is typically compromised, and many times they develop infections, and it just is a downhill struggle. So plus we hate to see our loved ones fall and hurt themselves anyway.
Yes. And with athletes, we have proven and been endorsed by the California Technology or Institute, a sports institute. And so football players, basketball players, tennis players, bowlers, anything that has to do with sports, these people can benefit because it gives them a 31% strength in their legs, but it also gives them a 15% range of motion. So they're actually getting a better range of motion.
Wow, powerful. So as an athlete, you can up your game. You have that little extra edge that's completely, legal.
Yes.
It works, and I love that. And I would imagine that, for athletes as well, using their feet, those athletes that do, there is that soreness, that pain involved with it, that this can benefit as well. That's just so powerful. I know that you have a sock that you were going to show us. So hold up your sock demo and show us and kind of show us how they look, and tell us about the different styles of socks, because I know you have several different styles, and maybe show us the technology.
Well, can you see this?
Yeah, now that's the bottom of the sock, correct?
Yes, and that's where the technology is. So this is the proprietary technology that I was telling you about, and that touches the neuropoints on the balls of the feet, and that actually creates a homeostasis or an equilibrium to the midbrain, and that actually is responsible for automatic function, that like balance, flexibility, mobility, and much more. That moment your feet touch the technology, you are instantly stronger and you're more balanced and have the better range of motion.
Hold it up sideways so they can see, kind of see. Well, no, not like that, where they can see it like it was a foot, the whole foot. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right over the ball of the feet.
Okay, so you've got it upside down, kind of looking. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. So you've got it on a foot mold there, so you can see that's the bottom of the sock, and show them kind of the top of the sock too, so they can kind of see the whole sock. Maybe
Yeah.
pull it back a little bit from the camera. A little bit back from the camera.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. So we can see. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Do a 360 for me. Nice. It's a nice looking sock. You don't see the technology or anything. You know, you can wear it with tennis shoes or dress shoes. I know it comes in brown or blue or black. Am I right about that?
Yes, and we've got several. We've got sports socks. This is more of our wellness socks. So somebody with diabetes would want to wear this because it's not so constricting. And
Okay.
These are my favorite. We've got the insoles that have the same technology as the bottom. So I will tell you, equilibrium is the magic bullet of a lot of pain and conditions that we suffer from, and this actually helps that.
So interesting. And, you know, as we're talking, I'm thinking about some friends of mine who have young children in gymnastics and, you know, that are actually walking the balance beam and that sort of thing. Is this something they could use for that?
Oh, yes. And track and field, hiking. Actually, in April, our company is coming out with some more different products. So coming out right now, you could order a small sock, which would fit some children, but they're coming out literally with children's socks, dress socks, actually insoles that you can put in your sandals.
So how old is your company? You know, I know that the name of your company is Brodie Geddes Global, and you actually represent an array of great products like this. But the Voxx Life Socks, how old is that company?
That company is 6 years old, and our product has been out almost 2 years now. They've done a lot of research. They've done 45 years of research. So, yeah, and
so powerful, Cindy, and you know, I'm connected with people that have actually used your socks, and I've heard great testimonies. Any specific testimony, no matter what it is, that you'd like to share, just real quickly?
Well, I actually had a lady that she's her name is Joyce, and she actually, her husband got hit in the head when he was 35 and was taking medicine. A lot of times when you take medicine, that actually does a number on your system. And so he was actually, he's got ataxia. Ataxia is, it's pretty rare, but she got those December 7th, and he started standing up, and he was more mobile in those few minutes than he had been in a year. So
wow.
I'm pretty impressed with that. And then myself and my husband has a nice little testimony too. So,
well, maybe you would put those testimonies in the comments after we're done with the interview. We'd love to hear more testimonies. That's extremely powerful. So, what's the best way for someone who'd like to connect with you to reach you, Cindy?
Oh, well, they can go right to my website, which is BrodieGeddesGlobal.com. And all my contact information is in there. And that's how they could get a hold of me. And I've chosen only a few products that I have researched and approved. And like it says on my logo, extraordinarily life-changing. So I make sure that it's extraordinarily life-changing.
I love it. So when they go to this website, they will actually be able to see, they'll be able to purchase the socks, purchase the insoles, and which, by the way, they do come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is hugely important for some people. They want to see that it works for them, and we don't blame them, right?
Right. Right. They get instant gratification within 21 seconds. You should see a difference, but you get a 30-day money back guarantee.
Fantastic. So on your website that we have showing on the screen, they can go there, they can purchase the socks and or the insoles, learn more about the technology. I know there's lots of great information there, but also there are some other fantastic products your company represents, as you mentioned, and endorses. And only after you've done your research, which I love, Cindy, you don't have a huge line of products, but just some products that really will impact the people that use them. What did you say? Extraordinary results?
Extraordinarily life-changing.
Life-changing. I love it. I love it. So tell us, too, before we close off today's interview, how much do those socks and insoles cost? They must cost hundreds of dollars because, the value of them is there. So tell us how much they cost, Cindy.
Depending on what style you get, anywhere from $30 to $45, and the insoles are $45 to $50, depending on the size.
Wow, life-changing results with, just for a few dollars. And I know that, we talked about when we were preparing for the interview that the socks last as long as you take good care of them. And it comes with the instructions of how to, just hand wash them, really take really good care of them. They should last for quite a long time. And I actually was, I didn't tell you this, and it just came into my head. I was actually at a spa today doing some educating on some things, and the one of the representatives there had a pair of socks, and we were talking about it. She was asking about the interview, and she said, oh my goodness, I have to wear them every single day, and so I'm going to go buy me a couple more pairs because I want to make sure I have clean socks every day. But it has to be these socks because it's made such an impact on her life.
Yes, these socks are just like any other socks in the care of it, except for because you want them to last longer. I mean, you pay a little bit more than a regular sock, but you pay a lot less than you would for a medical type sock.
Right.
Yeah, you just hand wash them or put them in a bag inside out. You do not put them in the dryer. So,
okay.
And you wash them on warm. So it's real simple.
And I know that you're connected, to the people that purchase your products. They're welcome to reach out to you. I think we actually have your email address up there now, so people can reach out to you, ask you any questions, and you come with the products. You are right there, hands-on. If people need you and want your help, you're right there to help them, and I love that about you too, Cindy. So we are so excited to learn so much more about you and your company. There's so much more that we could talk about, but I hope that we've piqued the interest of our listeners. And I hope that people will share this information. Everyone deserves to hear about this product and to meet Cindy. Thank you so much for sharing this information about this incredible technology. And Cindy, thank you so much for being our guest today.
Thank you so much, Tracee. It was my pleasure to be able to share and show a product that is like no other in the world.
Well, I look forward to sharing this information with some people that you've made me think about today that I hadn't previously thought about. We'll share this video, we'll tag some people, and we'll gather more and more testimonies that will just, I know, be mind-boggling. So excited to be sharing this interview with all the people today. This has been Tracee Randall with Atlanta Business Spotlight, and today in the Spotlight is Cindy Geddes, founder of Brodie Geddes Global. Bye, everybody.